like it hasn't settled in that we've actually closed the distance. Hey guys, I've arrived. So, I don't know if you can see in the back. I hope you can, because like the sun is in my eyes actually. But yay, I made it, and I made it safe and relatively easy. So I just want to give you guys an update about the travels. So I left on Friday, and yeah, I had a safe trip. It was relatively like easy and chilled. I think it was hard to say goodbye to my family, who came with me at the airport. Yeah, that was a bit hard, especially just just leaving behind my siblings and my mom. It's like bittersweet, because you need to leave, but at the same time you're leaving behind loved ones. And it's just like, in as much as this chapter of my romantic relationship, the long distance is ending, but then now you start a new chapter of having long distance family relationships, long distance friendships, so yeah, long distance relationships, it never ends, I guess. You're always doing long distance one way or another. But yeah, so yeah, I got to the airport pretty early. I think we arrived at around 3:30, just before 4. And then I was leaving from OR Tambo, and yeah, we wrapped my bags. I had 3 big luggages, um, so we got those bags wrapped, and then from there we went to go check them in. And nice, there was no queue. That's why I love being early, guys. I just love being early because you get your stuff done in a relaxed manner. There's no queues, there's no worrying. Yeah, and then we checked in my bags, only to find that basically all of them were overweight. I think, no, 2 of them were overweight. Like the maximum that they allow is 23 kgs, but 2 of my bags were actually overweight by 2 kg, and the other one was like overweight by 1 kg. So that was a bit stressful, and they were like, I had to pay like 3,000 rand to basically cover the cost of my bags being overweight. But shame, like the lady that was checking me in, they did something, they waived the fee or something like that, so I didn't have to pay the 3,000 rand, because it was either you pay the 3,000 rand or basically you unpack and leave stuff behind. So given the drama or the hassle that I had with packing my suitcases in the first place, I just felt like there is no way that I'm going to unpack right here. And worst of all, I had just wrapped the bags. So I was just grateful that they waived the fee, and yeah, my bags got checked in. And then after that, I had like an hour left with my family, which was nice. We just basically hung around the security check-in area and just had some last-minute conversations. Yeah. I went through security, that was easy. I went through immigration, that was easy. Had some time to just call people after I went through security before I boarded, so that was nice also. And yeah, then I boarded. The flight was actually easier than the first time when I went. I think it's because I slept this time. I just slept like the whole. I think for the 10 hours that we flew, I was asleep for like for 7 of those hours, 7 or 8 of those hours. So that was pretty nice. Yeah, I just had the supper. That was like not even nice, but I just had the supper and then I went to sleep. And when I woke up, it was just to go to the bathroom, and then I fell asleep again. And then we got woken up when the plane was gonna be landing and they were serving breakfast. So yeah, that was nice. Um, getting into Frankfurt Airport, that was alright. I think the only thing that was worrying was like the security checkpoint. They were so slow. I spent an hour there because the line was just not moving. Even though there wasn't really a lot of people, I think it was just our flight, and then other people, went different routes to catch their connecting flights. But somehow the Germans, they were slow with the security checkpoint. Oh yeah, and that's where like some of my stuff got confiscated, like my hairspray. It was too oversized. I couldn't take that with. My sunscreen got confiscated. And then, so then they scanned my luggage, and that went through the scanning thing. And the security guy, he calls me over and he asks me like, "Is this your bag?" And I'm like, "Yes, it's my bag." And I was panicking at that time because I'm like, what would there be any fuss about my carry-on bag? I don't have any illegal things in there. So he kept asking me if this was my bag, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's my bag." And then he calls over the security guys that were standing close by, and he takes out my vlogging stuff, my basically my tripods, my vlogging tripods, and he shows them to security. And the security looks at him, then they look at me and they ask me, "Is this your..." No, first they ask me, "Are you French?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not French, I'm English, just speak English." And then the security is like, "What is this? Is this your vlogging stuff?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, it is." And then they're like, "Okay, it's fine." And I was just like, what is wrong with this old man? Like, what did you think this was? Oh, that like freaked me out. But other than that, yeah, I was done. And then immigration, that went by quickly. There was no one, there wasn't a lot of people either there. That went very quickly. I just had to show my passport and my basically my letter from immigration saying that I could come over. That was quick. And then I had like 5 hour layover. I had to wait, well, actually four, because we spent an hour at security. So that went by quickly. I just did some work, called my family to let them know that I was okay. And yeah, I had like video calls with my friends. So that kept me busy for like hours. Yeah. And then finally, the last leg of the trip was my flight to Iceland. It's a 3 hour, 45 minutes flight. And yeah, that went by really quickly as well. But I remember feeling so anxious because I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm finally going to Iceland again. Yeah, it was a nice flight. I was very like, oh, are we there yet? And then we arrived at the airport. It was very cloudy on that day, like very cloudy. Today's weather is just fantastic. Like, wow. One thing about Iceland that they always say here is that when you have good weather, you better make use of it. You better go outside and soak up all this vitamin D because it's unlikely that you're gonna get it again. So you better make good use of the good weather. So I'm here. But anyway, when we landed, it was very cloudy, very windy. Yeah, and then so I connected to the Wi-Fi at the airport, and I tried to call hubby to let him know that I had landed and that he should make his way because he was close by, but he said I should let him know when I land. So I tried to call him and he wasn't picking up. So I was like getting stressed. Like, is he here? Why isn't he picking up? You know? But then I went, we had no security or passport check. So I went straight to go collect my luggage. And yeah, I got my luggage. It was very easy to identify my bags, thank goodness, because it was just uh, 3 bags wrapped in blue. And then I made my way to the exit, and I was still panicking because I'm like, where is he? And why is he not picking up his phone? Like, why? But anyway, because it's like unlike him to do that. So, or to be late. It's very unlike my husband to be late for anything. So I was a bit worried. But then, as soon as I stepped out of the what I walked through the exit basically, there he was, and yeah, there he was with flowers and wearing my t-shirt with my name on. And yeah, that was so cute. I was just so happy and relieved to see him. And yeah, I can't describe how, like, it was just a full circle moment, I think. Yeah, it was just nice, guys. Oh yeah, it was just nice. I was so happy. But I think a lot of how I feel right now, I'm still a bit dazed. Like, it hasn't settled in that we've actually closed the distance. It really hasn't settled in. So it's such a great feeling, but at the same time, it's like, am I really here? Am I just dreaming? Because we waited so long after 8 months, and like, yeah, it's 8 months basically that we waited for this permit to be processed. So it's really just surreal. It feels so surreal to be here, and yeah, to just finally be here, guys. Long distance. So yeah.
Much, much later.
Okay, it's day one in the home gym. I hope this is recording properly. Yay! So I'm gonna try this stomach rub thing. Someone recommended it if you want a small waist. So I hope it's gonna work. So let me see if I can just grab this up as much as possible. Like that. Okay. And then I don't even know what exercises I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna I don't know what exercises I'm doing. I forgot what my trainer does. That's the nice thing about having a personal trainer. You just pitch up and they have all the workouts for you. Now I have to think, what day is it? Is it leg day? Is it arm day? But I think like on Mondays we do the full body. So I'm just gonna see what workouts they did today and kind of do those. can smell something nice cooking, and hubby's home. I'm so hungry. So let's see what he has cooking for me. There we go.
And then he comes with the cheese.
Smells nice in here.
Mm.
Smoky. Lots of chicken.
Here's the chicken for my love.
Thank you.
You're gonna have some shower first, eat first.
I'm gonna shower.
Yeah, I'm gonna cook my chicken and then I do the fries.
Okay.
Because it takes like 22 minutes to cook the chicken.
Alrighty.